my name is Heidi and a huge welcome to our studio audience and to you at home. This is Chatterbox with me, Charlotte and Ryan. Today we've brought back upcoming radio and TV personality, University of Bedfordshire graduate and the KISS Chosen One of 2015. So please give a warm welcome to Sam Darlaston.
Hi Sam.
Hey, right. Yeah, good man, you?
Thanks for coming to join us today. Yeah, I'm good.
No worries, no worries.
So this must be really strange for you because normally you're the one who's doing the interviewing. So how does it feel to be back?
It's always nice to come back here. Like, I had a really good time at University of Bedfordshire, so it's always good to come back. And I don't get interviewed that often now. Like, as you say, like, I normally do it, so it's weird being on the other side. I like it.
I mean, you're used to like interviewing big stars, aren't you? So,
well.
But we'll come to that in a little while. But this is where it all began for you. So you've started at uni, and now you're hosting one of the UK's top radio stations. So, and that all happened through the KISS Chosen One. So can you just tell the audience and for the viewers at home who don't really know, in a nutshell, what is the KISS Chosen One?
Oh, a nutshell. All right. So basically,
or a coconut shell.
It's like, yeah, it's gonna have to be a coconut shell. So basically, there's a like a presenter search. The only way I know how to to talk about it is to say it's kind of a bit like the X Factor, but for presenters, and obviously less people enter, and there's not as many strange people enter. And basically, there's like live auditions, or like in London twice, I think. It happens every 18 months, and then there's video entries as well, so people from all over the country can send in video entries. There's like a few thousand people enter it. I just sent in a video because my mates were, and then ended up like getting into the top 20. And I was like, oh, this is weird, isn't it? Went down to KISS on the day. You do the top 20, whether like you see how you sound on radio, see how you like look on telly and that, and then see how you can do interviews, and then they reveal the top 5, and then obviously I made it to the top 5. Which every single step I was just like, there's no chance. Like, I honestly didn't even really know about the competition, so I didn't really think there was a chance I'd win the competition. And then I ended up, you do one more video, which is like 3 minutes in length, and then you get as many sort of like views and get your mates all behind you, and then I ended up winning.
Wow, well, congratulations.
That's well done. So when you actually got the FaceTime call that said that you won, what were you actually doing at the time?
I wasn't doing anything weird.
Keep it clean.
So they told us on that day, basically they told all 5 that we were going to be called that day, like whether we'd won or not, we're going to get a call that day. So I made sure I wasn't doing much. And then the weird thing was, so they announced it on air like a few hours later. So when they called me to tell me, I couldn't tell anyone. And obviously all my friends and family and that had been like sharing the video, retweeting, they knew this was the day that like I was going to find out. So everyone was messaging me like, have you won, have you not? Blah, blah, blah. And I knew I'd won for ages, and I was like, oh, I can't say. Told my mum.
Not even your parents?
Told my mum.
Yeah. I was about to say.
You always have to tell your mum.
Yeah,
like,
mum's got to know everything.
Can't keep that from her.
Was that number from the FaceTime, was it saved in your phone, or was it just an unknown?
It's just an unknown number.
Yeah, see, I can't answer that sort of phone call. So.
Case is PPI.
Yeah, exactly.
I did think, but obviously FaceTime, no one PPIs you on FaceTime, so.
Yeah, you never know.
Just to see if you've been in an accident or not.
Yeah, just for proof. But I mean, obviously, you know, you've got to have quite a big personality to win such a competition, so apparently. Congratulations.
Thank you, mate, thank you.
And now you've got slots on KISS, normal KISS FM, excuse me, and you've also got KISS Fresh as well. Yeah. So can you tell us more about KISS Fresh and where everyone can listen to it? Oh,
so KISS Fresh is like so KISS is the main station, and then it has 2 sister stations. So there's KISS Fresh, which is the new music station, like the sort of like younger audience appeal. And then there's KISStory, which is like the old school R&B, like Ashanti and all that sort of stuff. But KISS Fresh is what I host on, so it like plays like upcoming like grime, dance, R&B, hip hop, a lot of like the new stuff from like the UK scene, which is really cool. And then so I have shows on that 4 nights a week, 7 till 9 p.m, and then a Sunday afternoon show on that as well. And then on KISS now I do 11 till 2 a.m, 4 nights a week, Sunday through to Thursday. So,
nice. So clearly you're very busy.
Yeah.
Have you got any other sort of like twists or turns in your shows coming up that we could get in on?
Not really like twists and turns. Like, they're music shows. So like whenever we get like new songs in or stuff like that, like sometimes you get like a first play, especially on KISS Fresh, we get a lot of like first plays of like the big new tunes that are coming out. So that's always fun. And then I do a lot of stuff on the side as well. Like I've just started writing and doing interviews for like a online magazine thing that's got like quite a lot of followers on Twitter and stuff. So I interviewed some comedians from Comedy Central Roast Battle for that last week.
Right.
That's the first one I've done for them, so I don't know how far that's going to go. Hopefully it'll carry on. But so like with having the kind of a lot of the daytime off, because my shows are all evening and late shows, I'm trying to do stuff in the day as well. No,
It's just blowing up for you. It's just blowing up.
kind of.
Well, it is. I mean, you've
Kind
gone
of.
from 4 years of being at university to now where you are. I mean, that's quite a step, isn't it?
Yes.
So,
Not very modest.
you didn't mention it, well, you did mention it, but since you've been at KISS, you've been like jetted across the globe as well.
Yeah.
And you've, as I said, interviewed some huge movie stars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as we were saying before the show started, we were a little bit nervous. So do you still get them pre-match nerves? Because you know.
So nervous. I was nervous before this. Like honestly, I really was. Like when we were talking about it. I don't deal with them. You just let them flow, and then for me, my nerves sort of help me talk more, so I just don't stop.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps in interviews a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to let them speak, but like it helps because it gets rid. Because you always, when you go into like these, I do a lot of like the interview junkets for KISS. So like as you were saying, like my first ever one was when they flew me to LA, and I interviewed the cast of Divergent, Allegiant, which is like the newest film from that franchise. And yeah, my very first interview that day, I was so nervous. And ended up just chatting and ended up doing yoga with the girl I was interviewing. And I was like, I'm doing yoga with a Hollywood actress right now in front of camera. And I was like, I don't know why, this wasn't planned at all. So sometimes you can use your nerves.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of what I do.
Oh, man, that's-
Well, since you've been like interviewing actors and stuff, because you originally wanted to do acting, didn't you? Would you ever pursue acting now?
Definitely, yeah. I really want to go back into acting for sure. Like, it is just finding the time and the effort, really, because it is a hard. That's another hard industry to get into, isn't it? So like, while things are happening and presenting, I'm obviously going to take them up, and then if I get some sort of stuff come through from acting, then I'd definitely like to get back into it, even if it's not like proper stuff. But I just like doing it. It's a good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But you've had some like cameos, haven't you, like in EastEnders?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it up. I know you don't want me to, I'm going to bring it up. So you was a body double for Ben Mitchell, right?
Mitchell, yeah.
And you was a thug in it, and you even had a line in it as well, didn't you?
Yeah, and I had a little line.
What was your line?
Go
Can you give us a little
Well,
demo?
there was like a fight. So obviously there was 2015, I was Ben Mitchell lookalike, which I don't think is very fair. And then 2016, obviously the EastEnders fans had forgot that I was in it as a Ben Mitchell lookalike, and I was back as like I was working in like an office with like someone was there. I can't remember who it was. Someone from EastEnders, obviously, was working in this office, and then he was getting in an argument with someone. And I was in like the bad lad crew, and I was like we were all like joining in, and I had to say fam.
What line with fam?
I smashed it.
Well, you know, you've done well there.
Delivered it well.
Exactly. So there's a little game we've got prepared for you as well. Since you are back where it all started, of course, it's a student game, and it is Never Have I Ever.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with this, but for those of you who don't know, drop the paddles.
I know it.
Read out a statement. I have done it. I have never done it. Simple as. So you take that one.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go.
This is not.
Oh God, they're stuck together. There we go.
Thank you very much. Right, so your first question. Never have I ever used someone else's toothbrush and not told them.
For what?
To brush your teeth.
I haven't.
Hold on a minute. What else do you use a toothbrush
No,
for
I
other than
used
your teeth?
once. I thought it was the spare one, like years ago. I'm not going to say who I was living with. So I used it like to clean the sink.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope they're
So you
not
put
watching
bleach
right
on
now.
it. You put bleach
But I've
on
never
all
used it
sorts.
to brush my teeth. I've never brushed my teeth for someone else's. Have you all done it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Just went.
In times of need. So let's go to the next one. Never have I ever been in handcuffs.
I don't think so.
What?
You don't think so?
No.
How would
Okay.
you-
Well, like, as in, like, maybe like the pretend ones.
Oh, yeah,
I like
yeah.
when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but like never.
Okay, the next question is, never have I ever forgotten the name of someone while on a date?
I don't think so.
No.
That's
Good.
mean,
Nice
isn't it?
people.
That's really.
Aw.
Yeah.
Proves like a
that'd
drive-in
be-
movie. Like it. Never have I ever. This is a nice one. Never have I ever joined the Mile High Club. No, but I think we all. No.
No?
No.
No, but I'd like to.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Never. Oh, wait. His is. Oh, there we go.
Never have I ever lied to get a job.
Oh yeah.
We all have.
Probably lied in my Kiss Chosen one video. No, not lied, but just like embellished.
Embellished
Yeah.
on.
But I'm sure I have. Like, I swear, I remember when I had a job. My first ever job was as a waiter, and like when I was getting my job there, I pretended that I had a waiter job before that. She soon found out I didn't because I dropped Brussels sprouts or something like that. Locked myself in the fridge, cried, and then went home. Honestly, first ever job was a nightmare.
Okay, Sam, sadly we are almost out of time. So I just want to ask you one little thing. We saw a video of you bird whistling. Can you quickly do a demo for us?
Bird whistling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. This is my moment.
Love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Amazing.
Sam, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you check Sam out on Twitter and Instagram at samd_official, and you can catch him live on air tonight from 7 p.m. at Kiss Fresh. Make sure you get in touch through Facebook or Twitter at UOB TV. And a huge thank you to our live audience for joining us. And a huge thank you to you at home. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we hope to see you very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye.